Greetings, soul beings. Happy New Year. I'm glad you are here today. I hope everybody is having a wonderful New Year so far, wherever you are in the world. I'm Shelly Bean and welcome to Empowered Oracle. I am the Empowered Oracle. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you guys so much. Yes, Happy New Year. Well, this is the society New Year, the United States New Year, but I believe the new year is early spring, like the spring equinox. I think in March, mid-March, April 1st, somewhere around there. But we're just gonna keep it on the straight and narrow and just say Happy New Year, Happy January 1st, 2026 collective. Hope you guys are doing well. I am here giving the collective message for you guys, which I was encouraged to do. And I usually come on and give my videos when I am being moved to do so. Also among other things, I do kind of have other things going on in my life, but I show up when I am, when it's time for me to show up. And so I'm glad to be here on the 1st of January, 2026. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to dig in real quick just to get your messages for the collective. I already have an idea of what the message is, what I was getting messages for before I even decided to come on and do a video. This is a message for the collective, for those of us who, this is a number 1 year. So, when you add 2026, you get 10 and you reduce that to number 1. So this is the actual number 1 year. So with that being said, with this being a number 1 year, this is the first year of a new cycle. I believe like a 9 or 10 year cycle, but either way, it is a new year, the first year of a new cycle. A lot of the cycles have closed out or are still in the process of closing out from 2025 and before. And if you haven't been clearing your energy out or clearing the things out that you know you need to clear out, whether that's people, places, things, habits, mindsets, I highly encourage you to start doing that ASAP. And with that said, let's get an idea of what the energy is going to be like for the collective as we are moving into this new year. Okay, if you guys haven't already, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up like button. Please share and subscribe if you haven't already. Please and thank you. If you need a personal reading from me for your situation, your specific situation, you can contact me via email. My information is down below in the description area. All right, so let's see what the current energy is for the collective starting this new year. All right, Holy Divine Spirit, please guide me to the current energy for the collective on this January 1st, 2026. Please and thank you. This particular deck I do read in the upright and in the reverse, just FYI. I mention that because some decks I don't read in the reverse, in case you guys didn't know. All right. Wow. Okay. So we have, excuse me, we had the blossoming abundance that came out in the reverse. What else? Blossoming abundance came out in the reverse. What is the current energy for the collective divine spirit on this January 1st, 2026? I know in some other places right now it's January 2nd, but anyway, I'm recording this on January 1st. I'm in the United States. Oh, wow. Woman holding a coin in the reverse as well. Let me get a third energy message for the collective at this time. Okay, I'll take that. Popped out. Action in reverse. Yep, okay. And it's interesting because we have cornucopia at the bottom of this deck. All right, so let me move this so you guys can see. So collective, we have 3 cards in reverse. Okay. I'm going to tell you now the energy that I'm getting. So we have the blossoming abundance in the reverse. We have woman holding a coin in the reverse. For me, woman holding a coin in reverse is like the equivalent of the Queen of Pentacles in reverse in traditional tarot. Excuse me. And then we have the action card in reverse. And this for me also is like the equivalent of the 8 of Wands in reverse. All right. And it's funny because also too, this action card here has 2 horses. And this happens to be the year of the horse. We are in the year of the horse. Okay. So the year of the horse talks about taking action, fast movement, fast pace, getting things done, being in that, having that momentum going or keeping that momentum going towards action-oriented tasks and just being action-oriented, taking action on things, really being in your leadership energy, but it's in reverse. Interesting. So with these 3 cards coming out in the reverse collective, I feel like this definitely is talking about finances and overall abundance and prosperity. Okay, so abundance and prosperity doesn't have to be just finances and money. Abundance and prosperity can look like different things. Overall, it can look like just being able to accomplish things, you know, in every area of your life. This could be health, this could be career, this could be friendships, this could be family, this could be children, this could be creative ideas. These things are part of abundance and prosperity, but right now it's in the reverse, right along with action and being in the reverse. What I immediately got in this energy with these 3 cards being in the reverse collective, what I'm getting is that there's a lot of a lot of this is residual energy, excuse me, a residual energy from 2025. I mean, we are only in the first day of 2026. So we are just only in January 1st, all right? And I did ask, what is the current energy, as in today, January 1, 2026. And this is energy that is still being a bit carried over into this year. So a lot of the collective, I feel, are still in the process of clearing out a lot of things that you guys are trying to release. Okay. There's a lot of the collective in the process of still clearing out things, which is, there's no surprise, and that's to be expected. But as long as we keep that momentum going, as long as we are consistent in moving things along and making sure that we have at least started the process of releasing things and clearing things out and letting go of things that need to be let go of. Okay. But I also get a feeling from some of the collective where some of you guys could possibly be feeling a bit hesitant. There might be a smidgen of fear on how to really step into this new year on go. You know what I mean? I feel like there's a bit of maybe a small ounce of fear, or just not really knowing where to start. Sorry guys, I'm getting a little bit choked up in my throat chakra. I think because I sprayed some stuff earlier. So sorry about that. So there is a bit of wanting to make the move, wanting to take action, wanting to work towards better abundance and prosperity, and knowing the thing that you have to take certain action and do things in order to increase your abundance and prosperity. But I feel like some of the energy with the collective, some of you guys might still be a little bit stuck. You might be stuck in terms of not really knowing how to go about it. Do you go left? Do you go right? Do you go straight forward? Do you go, I mean, sideways, whatever? I mean, I feel like there's like still a stuck energy for some of you guys. And I think and I feel that's why a lot of these cards so far are in reverse. Because there's the energy of not only some of that residual energy spilling into this new year, you know, being as though we are, can I speak? We all are in just day one of January 1st. So I feel like there's an energy of 2025 spilling over a little bit into the first day of January 1st, 2026, along with an old energy of still feeling a bit stuck. And although I sense and feel that a lot of you guys are excited about this year and that we are in a new year now, and we are in the first year of a new cycle, there's still that feeling of like, okay, now that we're here in this new year, now what? How do I go about this? How do I go about that? And also, if I didn't mention, this is the first year of the soft life era. Okay, so let me tell you what that means. And this is what I had been getting messages for like the past maybe 2 weeks now. So with this 2026 being a new year and a new cycle for us as a collective, it's also a new era called the soft life era. So what that means is that, and I know I think I mentioned that before in like the last couple of videos that I made about the end of the year videos that I made for some of the signs. I did mention that. So basically the soft life era is just a new cycle, a new life now, or a new part of your life, or a new chapter of your life where things, if you do what you are encouraged to do in terms of clearing out energy that needs to be cleared out, releasing people, places, things, and habits and mindsets that need to be cleared out, and at least be working on those things. The soft life era, what that looks like is an easier life, a smoother life. Things not being so hard as they were in the last 10 years, because the last cycle was about 9 to 10 years for a lot of the collective. And the last cycle that we just said goodbye to in 2025, that was part of like a 9 or 10 year cycle for a lot of people. And I think probably even more, maybe I'm seeing 12 too as a number. So some of you guys could have been a 12-year cycle. But overall, the soft life era now we have just entered. And that means that life is not going to be as difficult and challenging and as hard as it was over the past decade or so for a lot of us. Okay. That's something to look forward to. It's not to say that we won't have challenges and obstacles still in life here and there, but we as a collective will be better prepared to go through these obstacles and challenges. And again, although there's still always a battle out there in the world, especially the spiritual battle, spiritual warfare and things like that, we are better equipped at this point and will continue to be better equipped as we move forward throughout the year and then some. So, but life won't be, the next few years, we won't feel beat down. We won't feel like, you know, we're constantly dealing with struggle and hardships and things like that. Life is just going to be a lot more easier on us, smoother, more gentle. So yes, so that's what I mean when I say soft life era. And also a lot of the collective are going to be meeting people, new people, and having new experiences that are going to also help to contribute to making your life a lot easier. Okay. So they're going to be people that you're going to be meeting, new people that are going to be entering your life that are going to be helpful, that are going to be helping you reach your goals and just helping each other overall, helping each other make life a lot easier than it has been over the last decade or so. All right, so with that said, with the blossoming, abundance, and women holding the coin and action that all came out in reverse, that is for the current energy. I want to do another spread for the near future energy for the collective. All right. Holy Divine Spirit, what is please give me a 3-card spread of the near future energy for the collective. Please and thank you. What would be the near future energy for the collective? Holy Spirit, please and thank you. And keep in mind, guys, as always, energy does change because we all have free will. But of course, there are some experiences and events that are divinely fated to happen. What's the second future energy for the collective Divine Spirit, please and thank you. Okay, I'm being encouraged to get the 4th card for the collective, please and thank you. Okay. So, interesting. So, the first card that came out, now this is for the near future energy for the collective, okay? Envy came out in the upright. Appreciation came out in the reverse. Door to romance came out in the upright. And man holding a coin came out in the upright. Okay, so collective, the first energy that I got for the envy in the upright, this energy here is envy of people are going to be, this is not your energy, collective. I feel like these are people around you. This could be family, friends, co-workers, whoever. I feel like people around you, external from you, are going to be envious of you. They're going to be jealous, envious of you. They're going to be seeing changes in you. Not that they haven't already started seeing changes in you, collective, but I feel like in the near future, and for some reason, I feel like by next February, March, somewhere, I feel like there's a lot going to be going on between now and March. But February stands out to me. But with this envy card, this energy for me is the people around you. There's something about you, collective, that they see is changing, transforming. And of course, a lot of times that makes people uncomfortable. Okay. Depending on what vibration and frequency they're on and what stage of life or phase of life they're in. If you're not on the same page, if you guys are having, going through different journeys, which we all do, on different timelines, if they're seeing things about you that are changing, a lot of times people get intimidated by that. They feel threatened and it makes them uncomfortable. But not only that, but they might be seeing things about you, collective, that they actually admire, but at the same time, they also envy. Okay, so I feel like this energy of envy is coming from, or will be coming from, people around you. If you haven't already started feeling it or seeing it, you'll definitely will see it in the next couple of weeks. And like I said, probably more so closer into February, somewhere around there. And appreciation in the reverse. The appreciation in reverse, collective, I feel has more to do with And I'm surprised the patience card didn't come out, because I feel like this is more about maybe lack of patience. I know it says appreciation, but I am an intuitive reader and channeler and things. And so I go by what I feel, hear, see, sense. Um, although this appreciation card came out, I feel like it's talking more about some of you guys might still be in that energy of wanting things to happen overnight, where you know that there's certain goals that you guys have for this year, with this being a new year, a new cycle, a new timeline. You know, you want to see things happen. A lot of you guys are excited, but at the same time, I feel like some of you guys could be dealing with, in the near future energy, having more of a let's say a lack of appreciation for the present moment. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be feeling like, or going to be focused so much on the future, you know, where before a lot of the collective was stuck in the past. Okay. But I feel like this time, in this new timeline, in this new year, in this new cycle, I feel like a lot of the collectives are going to be maybe too focused on the future, wanting things to happen overnight, wanting to see progress, yesterday. And although this is a fast moving energy this year, at the same time, Divine Spirit is encouraging all of us to stay in the present, to still be in the present, to still focused on the present moment, and not and detached from any type of specific outcome. That's the other thing. Okay. So I feel like you might find yourself having a lack of patience, but also just having also a lack of appreciation for the current moment that you're in. Okay. So just be mindful of that. And so we had the romance in the upright and the man holding a coin in the upright. Okay. So this isn't a surprise to me at all. I know that a lot of the collective, that's been a very strong theme for the collective for this year, is new romance. And when I say new romance, I mean the strongest energy that I've been getting for the collective regarding new romance is an actual new person, not somebody from the past. That may be the case for a few of you guys, but I feel like for the majority of the collective that I'm tapping into, this is going to be actually an actual new person that you've never met before. Okay. But these two cards go together, with the romance, daughter romance being in the upright, which is great. I know some of you guys are happy about that. And the man holding a coin in the upright. The man holding the coin in the upright, to me, is also the equivalent of the King of Pentacles in the upright. Okay, the King of Pentacles in traditional tarot. So the King of Pentacles in the upright, for me, represents a person who has their shit together, who is financially responsible, financially stable, has goals, meets their goals, strives to meet their goals, who knows what they want, who's not too indecisive. They just are pretty much, also too, the King of Pentacles represents for me someone with a very masculine energy. So a masculine energy, regardless of the gender, I get a masculine energy with this man holding a coin, regardless of an actual man being on the pick. I just get a masculine energy, period. But someone who definitely has their ducks in a row. I'm not saying perfect or anything like that, but this is someone who I feel you collective would be very, very impressed by, or someone who you may find is a breath of fresh air, and someone who you will be pretty impressed by. And I don't want to necessarily go on zodiac signs, but if we're talking about a man holding a coin and this being the equivalent of a King of Pentacles in traditional tarot, I would say maybe a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Of course, it doesn't have to be their sun sign. They could just have that earth energy, okay? Being very grounded, being very methodical, consistent, well disciplined. As I said, having their ducks in a row, someone who's a go-getter, ambitious, but also practical and grounded. Okay. I like that energy. So this spread, guys, was the upcoming future energy, the near future energy for you guys. All right. And again, as I said, for some reason, February keeps popping out in my head, but you know, it is what it is. What else did I want to say? Okay, no, I'll do that in another video. All right. So keep in mind also, guys, we are coming up on the first full moon of 2026. All right. So this is going to be the full moon in Cancer. All right. So we are starting this year with the full moon in Cancer. So if you guys don't know, the full moon in Cancer is also going to bring up, especially for the water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpios, it's going to bring up a lot of emotions coming to the surface. And keep in mind, guys, you know, a lot of the collective, a lot of you guys are still healing and still releasing and purging things and clearing things out. So this would also make sense. You know, what a perfect time for full moon in Cancer to come on in, because the full moon in Cancer is going to bring up the emotions, the feelings that some of you guys may need to feel and may have avoided feeling for a situation and or person. Okay. But allow yourself, as I always say, allow yourself to feel the feelings. That's how you heal. When you allow yourself to feel and you allow yourself to process. And so the full moon in Cancer is going to be this coming Saturday, January 13th. I forget the exact time, but so some of you guys might start feeling emotional now, but definitely be on the lookout for that. And with that being said, guys, I'm going to get a couple of Moonology messages for you guys. Holy Divine Spirit, please give me 3 Moonology messages for the collective at this time. Please and thank you. As we enter into this new year and with the full moon in Cancer coming up, what messages do you have for the collective? Please and thank you. What's the second message for collective, Divine Spirit? Please and thank you. Third message. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So we have, all right, Divine Spirit, I see you. All right. So the first card we have is a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in what? Cancer. A personal issue reaches a resolution. Full moon in Cancer. Yep, that's about right. So this is part of you guys clearing and purging not only energies from 2025, energies and situations from 2025, but you guys are still clearing and releasing from that 9, 10, or 12-year cycle that we just closed out. Okay. So yeah, personal issue reaches resolution, and that's going to be different for every one of you guys. Then we have a new start is coming. It sure is. New moon. We have a new start is coming. Absolutely. We are in a new year. And so a new start is uploading for a lot of you guys. And we have, what do you need to release? Waning moon. Okay. So Divine Spirit is asking you guys, in your attempts and efforts to release and purge and clear your energy, make sure to really maybe even write down what it is that you need to release. Yep. Thank you, Divine Spirit. So you're being encouraged to even write down what it is you feel you need to release. And be very specific in what it is that you need to release. There's no such thing as too much or too little. All right. I like that. I like that. I like that. Okay, so let me get a message from this Remember Your Divinity deck. I love this deck. Remembering who you are, especially as we are going into this new year. What message do you have for the collective divine spirit regarding remembering our divinity, remembering who we are on a soul spirit level? What message do you have for the collective divine spirit? Please and thank you. I knew 2 cards were going to come out. I should have said it. I had a feeling 2 cards were going to just fall out. Okay. We have card number 32. And you know what? I had numbers on the other cards, but I didn't bother to read them. I didn't think about it at that time, but I'm being tapped to mention the card numbers here. Okay. So we have card number 32. So 32 could be relevant to some of you guys, which also reduces to number 5. It says, don't save yourself. Don't save yourself, okay? And then the second card, we have card number 54, which reduces to number 9. And we just ended a 9 year in 2025. It says, Rose of Jericho, okay? So I am going to first read card number 32, guys. Yes, I'm going to read. So if you need to fast forward, go ahead. But I am going to read because I know some people want to actually hear the meaning of the card. And I'm being guided to read the card. Okay. Okay. Card number 32. Don't save yourself. You are not a relic. Stop living as though the today isn't the best, most precious gift. Do not save your favorite outfit, your I love you, your valuable time, your inspiration, your laughter, or dance, your wishes to travel or have spontaneous experiences, or any of yourself for a later time. Do not say, I'll be okay when, or I'll love myself after, or I'll go to the doctor after. Okay, so basically this message so far is saying, don't wait till later to do something. Don't put off something that you can do now. All right. It says, you know what happens to food that you save for tomorrow? It rots. When you save your filet mignon for tomorrow, it's no longer fresh. Eat the filet today. Do not live as though tomorrow is guaranteed, or that you must suffer in order to delight in the life that is surrounding you right now. Cherish this time you have now. You will look back 1 year from now, a decade from now, and from your deathbed, and wish you had danced more, loved more, and lived more. Live with every morsel of your being today. Now, thank you, Divine Spirit, because I did mention just a little while ago in the reading that with the appreciation card being in the reverse, it was more about some of you guys or the collective. Some of you guys might be a little too focused on the future instead of being in the present moment. And so Divine Spirit again is reiterating how important and emphasizing how important it is to stay in the moment, to stay in the present moment. That's how a lot of us get lost, get stuck, because we're either too focused on the past or too focused on the future. Not enough of our energy is in the present and really basking in the present moment. And Divine Spirit is reiterating how important that is for us, especially in this new year, in this fast-paced energy for this year. Okay, so for us to stay in the moment and be present. So thank you, Divine Spirit, for reiterating that message. Okay. And then we have, again, card number 54, Rose of Jericho. Rose of Jericho. Okay. Okay. It says the Rose of Jericho has come into your life to offer the perspective that life and even death and rebirth has cycles. The Rose of Jericho, or resurrection plant, has the unique ability to lie dormant and then resurrect itself, even after several years. The plant looks like a dry, tight ball, but once exposed to water, it can open up and its seeds will begin to germinate. Even in your dormant state, you have traveled like a tumbleweed great distances, learned diverse lessons, and protected the vital, precious seeds for a better time or place. Like the mystical Rose of Jericho, you have the ability to die and to be reborn again and again. Your body and spirit know when the timing is right, and now may not be the right time to do exactly what you are looking to do. So the message is, the culmination of your journey has made you tired and you have closed up. Even if now is not your time, you can try again in a new place and bloom again. This is not a failure. This is a try again later. Don't abandon yourself now. The gnarly, spinely, arthritic roots that once sustained you have dried up, but you are not dead. The timing is not right, but your time will come. And when it does, you will instantaneously open up and bloom. Okay, so with that said, guys, some of the energy that you guys might be coming up towards in the near future, like I said, could be wanting things to happen right away, yesterday, ASAP, not having enough patience for things to develop or transpire. This is what the Rose of Jericho is also speaking about, is even with this new year and the excitement of wanting to feel out this new year and do things that are on your list and having these goals that you want to achieve now that we're in a new cycle into new timeline, it's still being encouraged from Divine Spirit as a collective for us to take our time, to still take our time, and to take one step at a time and one day at a time. There's no rush. The energy may feel rushed. The year, because the time will go fast and things will go by, but you, collective, are being encouraged to, again, stay in the moment, be more focused about the present moment and basking in the present moment, and also taking your time with what it is that you do and not to rush. Okay? So I like those messages. I do. So this is interesting. I think I'm going to do another collective message again, maybe a part 2 to this, because I feel like I kind of need to, but right now I am going to leave off with a tarot message. This is one of my favorite decks I haven't used in a while that I was guided to use. Holy Divine Spirit, what tarot message do you have for the collective at this time? Please and thank you as we close out this collective message. Yeah, I'm going to make a part 2 message. This soft life era. This is soft life era part 1. I'm going to make a soft life era part 2. What message do you have for the collective Divine Spirit? Please and thank you. I will take in the upright. I like it. The Emperor. The Emperor. Wow. So, guys, the Emperor basically means, regardless of your gender, the Emperor is the um like the leader of all leaders. Okay, the Emperor here and is saying that you guys are preparing and working towards your emperor, and I'm going to say an empress status as well. Okay, and maintaining your emperor and empress status, sustaining and maintaining your emperor and empress status. Okay, this is talking about you guys. A lot of you guys in the collective have gone through a lot of hardships and a lot of tests, a lot of spiritual lessons, a lot of karmic cycles. You name it, you guys have been through the ringer, as I like to say. And now you guys are coming out and will be reaping the rewards, okay? Because not only is this going to be the soft life era for a lot of the collective, but you want to add also reaping the rewards of what you guys have been through, okay? And passing a lot of difficult tests. And even though there were a lot of spiritual lessons and tests that a lot of the collective, that we've gone through many times with different people, we're getting it. And a lot of us have gotten it. We've gotten the message. We've gotten the lesson. And so now we are in a new timeline. And so Emperor, you are really going to be the emperor of your castle, and even though a lot of the collective and all of us are still learning, healing, processing, this says that on a collective level, the Emperor is saying that you guys are going to really be heading towards self-mastery. Thank you, Divine Spirit. You guys are getting your self-mastery. You guys have entered your self-mastery energy. Okay. And also too, the Emperor talks about, I keep seeing buildings and institutions and government and things like that. I feel like there's also going to be a lot of you guys in the collective energy that's going to be owning a lot of things, whether it's owning your business, owning your homes. You're going to really be in the status of ownership, leadership, self-mastery. Okay. And this can be in different areas of your life, but welcome to the Emperor and Empress status. Even though the Empress didn't come out, this is still, regardless of the gender, this is still talking to the divine feminine and the divine masculines out there. You guys have really done a lot of work to get to where you are now. And you guys are going to be reaping the rewards. Okay. And the key is you're going to be learning how to sustain and maintain your Emperor and Empress status. All right. So on that note, guys, I hope that these messages resonated, and I'm excited. I don't know about you, but I'm excited because I know I'm part of this message as well. So again, guys, I'm going to make a part 2 for this, but this is definitely part 1 of the soft life era and reaping rewards. So collective, happy new year, guys. And this is the first of many, many great years ahead. And again, if you guys need a personal reading from me, my information is in the description area below. As always, guys, be well and be at peace. Ashe.